Hey Taurus, this is Psychic Medium Tammy. I'm coming in with your reading for the last week of April into the first couple of days of May. I've already shuffled and pulled your spread, so we're just going to dive right in here, okay? First card up today representing you, Taurus, is I feel like you are cutting some things that don't work out of your life. I feel like you may be just getting rid of some things that, including relationships that just didn't work for you and you want something different. This is a very intellectual card. This is having to do with you thinking things through. You're using your head more than your heart at this time because you need to. You need to use the logic, and you know that. And this is a very calculating queen. This is a Queen of Swords. On a bad day, she's a real bitch. I always tell people. And that may be you at this time, Taurus. You may be dealing with a real bitch, or you may be having to be the real bitch at this time. And if you are, there's a reason for it. So there it is. I'm not sugarcoating this, okay? But there's the Queen of Swords, and that's really significant for you this last week of April. Now, the next card up is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a really good card, but it's in the crossing position, so it's creating a conflict. This is good fortune and good luck, and getting, money, financial things that you want, and all kinds of things that you want are related to this. It can also have to do with cars. For some of you, it may be a car problem that's creating a conflict the last week of May. I feel like this wheel was showing up a little bit upside down for me for some of you. So there's some of that going on, and a lot of elements that come in with this card. So this could be fortune on many different levels, represented by all those different elements of air and water and different animals that are shown on this card. So with that said, here's what's around in your aura, which is really interesting. I feel like you've got a lot of things up in the air. This is a Seven of Cups. I think you're doing some visualizing of things that you want, maybe some daydreaming. Maybe you're going through a period of time where you're just sort of dreaming and, kind of floating and not really knowing where you want to go. Maybe you feel like you're in a little bit of a fog. And underneath that, it's like you've got what you want. I mean, this is the Nine of Cups. This is the wish card, and it's the foundation of this, but it's kind of allowing you to go through this period of time where you're not quite clear, how you want to proceed. So it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I feel like a little bit of lack of focus at the moment, that last week of April. Like, what do I do next? Where's the path? What's next? You're leaving this character behind. This is the Knight of Pentacles, but he was reversed. He was definitely reversed. And there was somebody that was undependable, maybe untrustworthy. Maybe there was a problem with money with this person, or I don't know, you just felt like you couldn't count on this person, and you just kicked them to the curb. they're going into the past, and that may or may not be this last week of April. For some of you, I'm sure it will be, but for a lot of you, you've already done that. You've done that over the last year. That one's in the past, but it's still kind of showing up. So coming up in your near future, there's a couple of cards here. And for some of you, these are going to be upside down, with the other meanings. But let me give you this first. I feel like you're graduating, and some of you may be actually going to graduation. Some of you may be passing tests. You may be at the end of something and you're passing some sort of test for a new job or something like that. But also, you may be passing spiritual tests, okay? This is the card of spiritual evolution and things coming full circle, things completing. And this is definitely happening right here at the end of April and going into the 1st of May. I always tell people, this card always makes me think of ascension, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is the ascension process, and you've passed a lot of spiritual tests, and now you're ascending. And there's 5D that I feel like a big 5D shift that's coming up next month as well. So I really feel like Taurus, you're in this, So this is your more extended future, the Strength card, and I feel like you're pulling on your own inner strength, and you also are being protected. Some of you may be literally building your strength, in a gym. You may be working out more coming up in the more extended future, which would roll over into May. Now, for some of you, these cards were upside down, so you may feel like passing the test was blocked, or you failed it, or somebody else failed you while you were taking this spiritual test. And some of you may be having some health issues where you don't feel as strong as you could. So it's temporary, you know, but for some of you, these did show up kind of wonky, like they might be upright, they might not. So take it as it resonates. You'll know which way it goes for you. Now, some of you are being concerned about an oppressive situation that you've gone through, and some of you may feel like you're still in this oppressive situation due to kicking this person to the curb, the undependable one. So take this as it resonates. For some of you, this is a release from an oppressive situation, okay? And I feel like it's just sort of in your energy still, like you got that blackbird sitting on your head, you know, like, you know, a little bit of just kind of wanting out and wanting to do something different. And I think that's where some of this foggy, unfocused feeling is, like, how do I just not get back in any kind of oppressive situations, you know? I don't see those coming up, but I know it, you know, can be a worry. Okay, so moving on, this is your hopes and fears card, and this is success, but this success card comes with a lot of weight. I feel like this is a lot of weight on your shoulders. This is the 10 of Wands, and it's a heavy card. You know, it's like, yeah, you've gotten there, but whew, boy, are you tired, okay? This is like, I'm a little tired, I'm feeling overwhelmed, a little burnt out, and you're afraid you're going there. You know, I feel like, you know, you want the success, but you're afraid you're going to go there, into that feeling overwhelmed. So that's a little bit of a warning to just keep everything, you know, balanced, okay? Your final outcome for this last week of April going into May, this is such a good card. This is the 8 of Wands, and this dog's like wearing its heart on its chest. It's really cute. It's a really happy card, and this little dog's just like jumping along in the flowers, going on an adventure. And this could be you, Taurus, going into an adventure. This sometimes is a sudden love affair. This is why, you know, the heart's like on the outside of his chest here. He's like going on a little journey, and he's feeling in love, and he's feeling the springtime. And this is representing you coming into this, you know, end of April, beginning of May energy, that I feel like there's going to be a sudden love affair, or a sudden offer, or a sudden trip. Something happens just really quickly that you weren't expecting, and it's very, very happy. It also comes with a lot of success. This card's a success card as well. So your final outcome is really happy. This is the 4 of Wands, and this is having to do with vacations, for one thing. It's having to do with long-term commitments. This can be a marriage card, and this can be a new home card. So your final outcome, Taurus, is like really cool. Okay. I love this 4 of Wands when it comes up. You can see how happy it is. And this is representing you and where you're headed. After all the stuff you've been through, and you cut these people out of your life and that sort of thing, this is like really good. So let me pull a few of these cards and see if I get anything additional for you, Taurus, okay? This is really exciting reading. This one wants to come out. All right, the ear. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a good news card. That's what it says. Good news. It's that simple. I would say that definitely goes along with the rest of this reading. Let's see if there's anything else. Anything else about the good news? This one. Whoops. It's the one on top. The arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So they're really confirming that you're on the right path with these changes that you've made and cutting these toxic people out. Okay, these two fell out. There's an announcement. This is the bell. There's going to be some kind of announcement coming up for you, Taurus. And there's an archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. These are super positive. I've got the goosebumps right now. These are really, really positive cards for you, Taurus. So I think this is a super good reading, and you've got a lot to look forward to this month. So I'm going to leave it right there for now. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps the channel a lot. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon, okay? Thanks a lot. Have a great one.